The sun has come out as we get set for Game 2 between Penn State and Washington from Beard Field on Big Ten Plus.
Got to attack these Washington hitters early.
And a first batter walk by Abigail Britton. Jaden Glab aboard to get things going for Washington.
Yeah, Glab was a bright spot in those later innings for the Huskies.
Britton set the 2-1, hit to first, Ricks fields, and will step on the bag as heading from first to second is Jaden Glab.
A lot of credit to the grounds crew. They have been doing a great job with this field.
The 3-1 laced into left field. Lido can't grab it. Glab around third, and she's in to score, and sliding safely into second, Alexis DeBoer. A one-out RBI double. Washington strikes first.
Yeah, good piece of hitting there from DeBoer. Goes down to get that ball and just dipped a little bit too much. We've seen a lot of diving plays like that from Natalie Lido this season. Not able to come up with a highlight play there. Staying with the call on the field, and then in that ninth inning was the first run scored.
1-1, that's a fair ball down the third base line. DeBoer rounding third, she's in to score. It's a double for Alicia Flores. Huskies lead 2-0.
Once again, another timely hit for this Huskies team. Going station to station, moving, and just going to get that softball. They're really getting on Abigail Britton early today, and you see DeBoer easily in there for the second run.
Alicia Flores slide. First pitch to Giselle Alvarez was fouled back. Here's the 0-1. Alvarez pops it high in the air. Michaela Barbonente calls it off and puts it away. 2 away in the top of the first. Flores stays put on second.
Saw a lot of that yesterday. His transfers were freshmen. They don't have a single, 4 seniors on this squad that were honored here today as she draws a walk. 4 seniors honored from Washington today. None of them spent all 4 years with the Huskies in this situation.
First pitch to Sophie Mazzola down the left field line. Lido tracking it down and making the catch in foul territory to end the top of the first. But Washington brings 2 across. They strike first, bottom of the first after this on Big Ten Plus.
Inspiring and really emotional for all parties, like Kaylee said.
3 of the 6 have been here for 4 years. 3-1 to Ricks. Misses, and a walk to lead off for Penn State, just like Washington got started. Crowell said
1 ERA and just over 100 innings pitched. Has been pretty good so far this season. But yeah, like you mentioned, it goes beyond the 4 years as Ricks will take a free pass down to second base and get in scoring position for Gordon. But honors after the school year has ended. Last day of classes yesterday for Penn State students. Finals week coming up.
That one clips Gordon. So runners on first and second now for Penn State.
They've been swinging the bat. It was almost inevitable.
Previous record was 49. Clausewitz now with 51. Brunson with 47. And a called strike 3. Clausewitz thought she had a walk. Reimer gets her looking. First pitch to Brunson. Gets away from Sevai Tassi. Both runners go and no throw. So Penn State with 2 in scoring position.
Well, there's your for Reimer.
The 3-1. Brunson hits it to short. Durst can't backhand it. And around to score is Ricks. Gordon will hold up at third as Brunson heads to second, and Penn State on
into second base.
Goes down as a single, an RBI for Brunson. And that one hits Lido. Bases loaded for Penn State. First pitch down the first base line. DeBoer can't make the play. Gordon scores. Brunson holds up at third. Michaela Barbonente ties it with an RBI single.
Hot shot, first pitch fastball, and drove it on the right side. Tough play for DeBoer at first. As you take a look at the replay there, just a great job keeping the hands inside. DeBoer not able to handle it, and that's another Penn State run. We're tied.
Barbonente on first, the 1-1 from Reimer. Seidel chops it to second. Bubke can't field it. Haley Brunson scores. Madison Seidel gives Penn State the lead.
That's a tough play for Bubke at second. You had Barbonente running right in front. It's not a hard hit ball where you can wait on it, but it's not a soft enough hit where you can run in front of Barbonente to grab it. You see there, right as the ball gets to Bubke, Barbonente passes her. A tough play for the second. Put runners in scoring position, couldn't drive them in.
The payoff pitch, high and inside, a ball and a walk, and it brings Natalie Lido home. Penn State leads 4-2.
Great at bat there from Walter. He has just 5 hits this season, but 2 of them have been home runs.
Down in the count, 0-2. Here it is from Hansen, and Gianna Paletti swings at the high pitch.
Also, gotta mention it, communications major.
She clips Megan Ricks on that pitch, and Penn State makes it 5-2. Stevie Hansen's also coming for our jobs?
I think everyone's coming for our jobs at this point.
To bring up Maddie Gordon. Gordon hits it to short. Durst fields, takes it herself to second to end the bottom of the first. But Penn State tacks on 5. They make it.
Penn State got the win, but it's been 8 straight for Washington ever since.
Tia Durst, the check swing. Britton fields. The throw is off the bag at first. Paletti can't field it, and Tia Durst reaches second with the error.
Yeah, and that's a classic situation where pitchers, they get a little bit too.
Bubke up the middle. Britton fields. This time the throw is not in time. It was on the bag, but Bubke beats it out, and Washington has runners on the corners.
I think that one, Britton getting a little bit in her own. 2 errors in the inning from Britton.
Runner goes, Seidel holds on. 2 in scoring position now for the Huskies. An earlier 29 with runners in scoring position. The 3-1 in the dirt, and the bases are loaded with nobody out for Washington. We go to Kaylee Tallman with more.
Swing.
This time into the outfield. Clausewitz will let it drop. 1 run scores. An RBI outfield single for Ava Carroll to make it 5-3.
Just a tough play, a little looper.
Bases still loaded for Alexis DeBoer. First pitch to third. Gordon fields, fires home. Seidel to first. A double play. The Penn State defense making plays for the first 2 outs of the inning.
Yeah, we saw Maddie Gordon make a hot shot double play at third yesterday, and now stabs that one quickly. Take a look at the replay here. Stabs it, immediately knows where she's going. That's that veteran presence, and great footwork from Seidel. Great hand. After bases loaded, no outs. Penn State can hold here. That would be a big win for this team.
3-1 high and inside on the bases loaded once again for the Huskies.
She's gonna get one.
Britton trying to get out of the jam, the 2-2. Alvarez punches it to short. Walters fields, fires to first, and Gianna Paletti makes the play to end the top of the second.
Are being called.
The 2-2 from Hansen. Clausewitz deep to left field, and it is off the wall over the glove of Carroll. Clausewitz slides safely into second. A leadoff double for Brooke Clausewitz this season, but doing the same here for Haley Brunson. The 1-2. Brunson swings and misses high in the zone. The second strikeout today for Stevie Hansen.
Great pitch there, well executed.
Lido to do it again at 3-2. Inside, and Hansen walks Lido, 2 aboard for Penn State.
Once again, just a great at-bat from Natalie Lido. Her approach as a freshman.
RBI single in her first at-bat. First pitch from Hansen, looped in the infield, and DeBoer puts it away. Second out of the inning.
That was not a good pitch to swing at.
2-2. Did she go around? Yes, she did. Madison Seidel goes down with a check swing, and Stevie Hansen
Definitely got in her head a little bit, I think, but the thing that makes Britton so good is this one grounded to Walters, routine play for her. The thing that makes Britton so good is her ability to get over it and kind of push it to the side and attack the next hitter. And that's
strike to Sophie Mazzola. Chops this one, Britton fields, underhand to first, and this time makes the play, 2 out.
and I think Coach Crowell.
But an error, and she reached second. The 3-1, Durst to center. Brunson going back at the wall, and she makes the grab. Haley Brunson at the track saves an extra base hit. A 1-2-3 inning. Penn State up 5-3 to the bottom of the third. Lido and Clausewitz fired up in the outfield. Kaylee Walters drops down the bunt, Glab, the throw not in time. Kaylee Walters beats it out. Lead-off single on the bunt from Kaylee Walters.
I feel like you get
and Gianna Paletti in a battle. The 1-2. Paletti to left, going at the wall, off the top, it stays in play. Walters rounding third, here she comes, and she stands in. An RBI double for Gianna Paletti. Penn State extends the lead to 6-3.
Yeah, take a look at this replay. A great swing, went down to get it, and watch this, Carroll traveling back, and it hits the top of the wall.
How did that stay in?
I have no idea, but Paletti, I think she got robbed of a home run, and 2 of them were home runs. Pretty effective way to get your RBI number up.
7 runs batted in on 5 hits, and a called strike 3. Ricks lets it go by Stevie Hansen.
It's been effective with runners in scoring position, 467.
Fans on the 1-2. Second straight strikeout for Stevie Hansen. Her 5th of the game, 2 away in the bottom of the third.
Great pitch there once again.
Runners in scoring position. 438 overall. The 0-1 lifted high in the air, shallow left field. Peshek calls everyone off and makes the grab. Gianna Paletti extends the Penn State lead to 3. We go to the 4th inning.
As we mentioned, one of 3 players to do that, Lydia Coleman and Maddie Gordon as well.
First batter faced and a strikeout for Lydia Spalding. Jade Bubke goes down swinging. Second on the team with 38 runs batted in. This is popped up just into the outfield, and Michaela Barbonente makes the grab.
Not able to find it. You've seen that rise ball get away from pitchers on both sides today.
Payoff pitch, grounded to second. Barbonente fields a 1-2-3 inning for Lydia Spalding. And Penn
Not as easy to get on those pitchers.
Penn State had a 5-2 lead after the first inning. Haley Brunson played a part in that, but this time grounds out to Riley Peshek at short. Stevie Hansen finding the zone early in the bottom of the 4th. The 0-2 pitch. A called strike 3. It only took 3 pitches for Stevie Hansen's 6th strikeout.
Won't be able to get to Washington or Wisconsin unless game 3 is played.
Barbonente gets hit. No, they'll say it went off the bat and Barbonente is out. She thought it hit off her hand, but it got the bottom of the bat. And that will do it for the bottom of the 4th inning. Another look at it.
And choked up on the bat. Well, that's tough.
Looks like it might hit her arm, just above the wrist. Larissa Crowell is out on the field, and the 3 umpires, Daniel Maldonado, Dirk Sorensen, and Bradley Newton, are having a meeting in the circle. So the bottom of the 4th inning comes to an end. Penn State, they go 1-2-3, and we go to the 5th on Big Ten Plus. That was an RBI double, her 52nd this year. This one skied into foul territory. Gianna Paletti under it, and she makes the catch. Chop to third. Gordon Fields across the diamond. Paletti can't make the play, and it goes out of play, so Flores holds up at second.
Hot corner. Gordon just rushed the throw a little bit.
The 2-0 gets into right field. Clausewitz coming in, fires in, and Paletti cuts it off. Flores around to score. An RBI single for Giselle Alvarez.
Great piece of hitting again. Another bloop single. Tassi, who's had a lot of experience.
The 1-2 lifted down the left field line. Natalie Lido tracks it down in foul territory. 2 away now in the top of the 5th. Alvarez remains on first.
Yeah, great swing.
Again into right field. Clausewitz getting under it and putting it away for the third and final out of the top of the 5th. It took a while for Lydia Spalding, but she gets out of it and leaves one stranded. The Huskies do bring across one.
On average at 3.27 and 13 wins that year as well.
This one grounded into right field. Seidel gets it past the glove of DeBoer and beats out the throw for a leadoff single.
Great hustle by Seidel. Flores trying to get a quick out there.
Walters trying to lay down the bunt, and it's called off and caught by Giselle Alvarez. So an infield pop-up for Kaylee. State logo, a Big Ten logo, an NCAA logo.
Interesting.
Paletti hits the 2-2 to third, to second, to first, and not in time. Paletti beats out the throw. Giselle Alvarez at third gets the lead.
State College. For Hansen, though, 4 1/3 innings now thrown. That's her longest outing. That one appeared to be foul tip, but it's not. It's going to be an extra base. But in her last 3 combined, she's given up 10 earned runs.
The 0-2 lofted into right field over the head of Flores. Ricks to second. An RBI double as Paletti comes around to score, and Penn State leads 7-4.
Great swing by Ricks there and brings in another run for Penn State.
3-run lead for the Nittany Lions. Megan Ricks pulls it to right field. Alicia Flores playing shallow. It went all the way to the wall. And a state.
You said it perfectly. Back to the defense they started with here today. As Rick's back in at first and makes a couple of putouts there. Chess match.
Volpe's 0-1. Deep into center field. Nelson going back. She fields it off the wall. Glab stands into second with a 2-out double.
And for Washington, not out of it yet when trailing after 5 innings.
Pitch into foul territory, and Maddie Gordon puts it away. That'll do it for the top of the 6th today. The 0-2. Brunson into shallow right field. A miscommunication, and it gets down. Jade Bubke thought Alicia Flores would get it. Alicia Flores thought Jade Bubke.
He sticks with the same or goes with an off speed.
Here's the 2-1. The bunt gets dropped down. It's fielded by DeBoer, and she fires to Bubke at first. But Brunson advances from first to second. Natalie Lido does her job.
Yeah, well executed.
1 average on the year. She swings at the first pitch into shallow center field, and Riley Peshek, the shortstop, makes the play.
Good stab there. And now Penn State, Lydia Coleman, like you mentioned, pinch hitter, onto the field for the senior ceremony.
First pitch she sees right back up the middle, and Sophia Ramuno makes the play to end the 6th inning. Penn State holds on to a 3-run lead. The last gasp for Washington after this.
The Big Ten tournament and potentially in the NCAA tournament.
2-2, deep to right field. Brunson going back at the track. She makes the catch. Alexis DeBoer made good contact, but not enough. One down.
Sliced out of the sky.
This one popped high in the air. Shallow center field. 3 defenders in the area, but Jenna Nelson calls them all off to make the catch. Washington down to their last out.
Perfect communication there. Strike out to end things.
Volpe and Alvarez to do it again at 2-2. Deep to right field. Say goodbye. Washington stays alive. The 8th home run of the year for Giselle Alvarez.
A big bomb from Alvarez. And she keeps the train moving for Washington here. 32nd. And Volpe gonna have to get one more out, one more batter.
All that work just to let up a home run for Maddie Volpe. A moonshot for Giselle Alvarez. Sevaitasi grounds it to third. Gordon Fields across the diamond, and that'll do it. Penn State wins 7-5.
A feel-good win for the Nittany Lions. They win for their seniors here today at Beard Field. The 6 seniors honored by Penn State. They'll get a chance to celebrate a victory tonight. And depending on what time the game is tomorrow, Penn State will look out for the Nittany Lions late in that game.
For the first time in more than 23 years, Penn State takes down Washington. Like you said, an all-around performance. The bats got hot early, but it was the defense in the end that really won it for Penn State.
Yeah, the defense was very good. A couple of errors from Britton early